Yo, what's going on, guys? And we're here today with another solo episode. So we're just gonna get right into it, and we have a handful of things to talk about. Paul Banchero, Orlando Magic, just basic housekeeping things. Just getting this over here set up for us. All right, so let's get right into it. I think I'm wearing the same shirt from yesterday, which is absolutely disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. But it doesn't matter. Either way, it is 8:02, November 22nd. And for what's going to happen is, okay, well, this is an incredible video. Somebody made a video about the 100 companies hold music. either way, what I wanted to talk about was the Orlando Magic, the Phoenix Suns, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tomorrow will be off, Friday as well, due to the holidays. So just know that's there. And yeah, I'm done with that. Let's get right into it. We'll talk first about the Orlando Magic again, guys. This will be a quick episode. I got things I gotta do, which I guess people are gonna be like, "Oh, what's it gonna be?" And I'm like, "Well, probably not this." So let's get right into it and let's talk about the Orlando Magic. Paul Banchero's an absolute dog, and I don't think people are giving him enough credit for what he's doing this year. So that's part of what we're doing this show is just giving mad love to our man. And that mad love is literally, it's actually been impressive what he's been able to do this year in terms of just taking his game to the next level as a second year player, like not hitting that wall. It's impressive. So the way that I see it, I think Paulo Banchero and the Orlando Magic have just done a stellar job just continually to chop wood and carry water, which I think is obviously an underrated trait in a young franchise, especially one as young as the Orlando Magic. And for us to go out and play in tournaments, we're getting not playing, my apology, in season tournament. There's too many tournaments, ladies and gentlemen. 126 to 107 win. We're 9-5 on the year, and man, I just really, really like what this team's about and what we're putting together here. Like what we're building is special. We're like one of the biggest teams in the league, where we got all this size, and I even if we don't go far, okay, in the playoffs, I'm still so excited to see like what the future is with all our players because we have a team that I think is different than previous years. It's iteration. It's one of one. Okay, and that's where I get excited. And dude, we don't even have Wendell Carter. Goga Bits today has been holding that spot down for us. So Paul dropping 25. Jalen Suggs finally figuring it out, dropping 18, and he's been great. Cole Anthony continues to be like a six man of the year candidate. Had 15 and 10 tonight, 15 points and 10 assists. We won our second of three tournament games, which conclude their group play, and with Boston on Friday, which currently is the East group leader with being 2-0, while the Raptors dropped to 0-2. And this defensive effort produced so many turnovers. 12. This is the thing the Magic do. They get turnovers like they're Oprah Winfrey. They just handed it out to the team. They had 12 Magic steals, 8 block shots, and floor play by Jalen Suggs that, like, I don't know. It was crazy. I I love Jalen Suggs and what he's doing for us. It's so much fun, and he's a fantastic player. So for me, when I look at this, also when you have Jonathan Isaac and Gary Harris coming off the bench and just messing people up, it's pretty hard to stop that. So for me, I think we're getting a chance to see one of the best. And Jamal Mosley was a defensive stud, like coach wise, for the Dallas Mavericks back in. Dude, look at this light. I was just trying to fix this one beam of light that's getting through. Oh my God. Here's another one. That's so much better. I was just getting killed by like one beam of light. And yeah, I think it's great that we're seeing, the Orlando Magic just be a better franchise. They get their fourth straight win. And when you look at them, I think last I checked, Orlando, best team in the league, okay? Like, I'm not even kidding. Orlando defensive rating, first. Yeah, their net rating is seventh. Their offensive rating is 23rd, but who cares? They're playing good basketball, and that's all that matters, in my opinion. Okay, playing good basketball is just it's a way of life. I feel like I sounded like someone from like Point Break right there. Mm. Dude, I don't know what's gonna happen though with it says like it's using characters that I can't use. And I'm so confused. I ain't never seen anything like. Okay, you guys are fucking retarded. This is dumb. But let's continue talking about the next thing, the Cavs. So, ooh. How did that one move? Look at this. They all need to stay in one spot. Cavaliers have came out and turned their season around. Darius Garland's on one, ladies and gentlemen. Can we agree on that? The Cavaliers point guard is absolutely killing it, and it's fun to watch the Cavs because yes, their net rating, they're like statistically they shouldn't be 8-6, but they are. They are, ladies and gentlemen. They've been playing good and they've been playing fine, and I think that's one of the most fun parts about this team because they're a lot better than people give them credit for. I think that's one of the more fun parts. Is this is a team that they've got scores like they got a 30-point per game score in Donovan Mitchell, but no problem if he doesn't play. You got yourself Darius Garland and Evan Mobley, okay, and then also Karis LeVert's averaging 18 a night. Max Strus and Jared Allen are also putting up points. It's like been fantastic. Like it's been great. And for me, when I look at this, I think, okay, this is a team that's definitely doing a good job of finding themselves and understanding that hey, they're leaning in, and this team isn't perfect, but they're trying to get better at offense, and I think it's really fun to watch them. So playing against a Sixers team, despite being shorthanded, they continue to find ways to win. Jared Allen had 26, while Darius Garland had 32. This game went into overtime, and they're 2-1 now in the in-season tournament. They've won 4 straight, and they're without Donovan Mitchell, Karis LeVert, and Isaac Okoro due to injuries, but they've got confidence. They're moving the ball. They got bigs, and they had 6 players in double figures, and they dominated the paint, out rebounding the Sixers 61-53, and even held the edge 68-52 in terms of points in the paint. So they do a little bit of everything for each other, and that's like really exciting to see. And even though, like, look, I I definitely am excited to see like long term what this team's going to look like and why. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Like the Cleveland Cavaliers are a definitely an interesting team because they're good, but you wouldn't say they're contenders, but like they're there. They're definitely a playoff team. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think and why? I think the situation is I don't know. It's because of how do we put it? I want to say this is like just one of one this team, and because of their size and the way they play, I think it's definitely interesting. But yeah, I think the whole thing is like the fact that they're winning 4 games in a row without like Donovan Mitchell. Imagine when Donovan Mitchell comes, like how good they're going to be. So that's where I'm at. I'm like, this team's gonna be a lot better than a lot of people are gonna give them credit. Dude, there's a video called Why the Government Thinks This is Weird. Okay, so listen to this. So one of my YouTubers, Johnny Harris, you guys probably watch him. All right, so Mr. Beat, another YouTuber I watch, made a 30-minute video about JFK, and then I don't know why, but Johnny Harris just dropped his own video on JFK, which I'm interested in, but at the same time I'm not interested in. Just knowing his shtick is kind of annoying. It's become annoying, but that's the you guys don't want to hear me talk about that. Damn, I'm sorry. I just went quiet, guys. I can't believe that video got made. That's stupid. I didn't mean to go quiet like that. And they're, I don't even know. Shy Man Presser. I didn't even know that was a. We sucked so hard last night. Okay, so bad, so bad. Yo, what's going on, guys? Phoenix Suns. They're turning it around. They're figuring it out. They know how to play with each other. All right, it's good. It's good for business. Good for basketball. This team's the 7th best offense, 20th best defense, 31.5 points from Mr. Kevin Durant a game. You also get 28.7 from Book, and then Grayson Allen. and Eric Gordon, Yosef Nurkic, Drew Eubanks all do a great job behind them. But look, quick little video right here, guys. I really thought it was an interesting game. The Blazers, it was funny. Durant played in his 1,000th game and scored 14 points to pass Elvin Hayes for 11th in scoring all time. And he did that in the in the first quarter. He said it was pretty cool that he just got to keep going. But Devin Booker scored 28 points and was 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Devin Booker's back. It was funny. DeAndre Ayton got booed, and DeAndre Ayton's just a rebounding machine this year. But Nurkic had 18 points and 12 rebounds. Nazir Little had 13 points. Eric Gordon had 10. And the Suns just had the advantage in the paint. They outscored the Blazers 66-46. And they also had the advantage in the free throw line of going 27-28. I just think we're just seeing an elite team that's contending for a championship. And even though, Bradley Beal's sidelined with the nerve irritation, I think this team's a lot better than people give them credit. They're one of the best scoring teams. They put up threes. And they're able to do a lot of things. I just think, they're figuring it out. And it's definitely a work in progress, ladies and gentlemen. They're not, perfect. But just imagine how much better they're going to be with Bradley Beal. Also, they play like everybody, okay? So their main rotation, 6, 9, 10. They have a 10-man rotation, okay? The guys that don't get any plays, Chemsy Metu, Bol Savin Lee, or Udoka. But, Naz Little's the last guy. Then Kieta base you up. They like to play Yuta Watanabe, Eric Gordon, Josh Okogie. Jordan Goodwin's a big guy they like to play. I love Jordan Goodwin. So it's definitely cool to see, who they play on a regular basis. But, yeah, I think they're figuring out the rotation. I think the rotation was one of the bigger problems that they had in terms of how that they wanted to look and, what they were going to do. Because I think that was a big question that they had for themselves. And I don't know, definitely an interesting year to start the season. And I think the Phoenix Suns are a team that's a lot better than people are going to give them credit for, even what their record suggests. But yeah, I think that's basically my thoughts right here on that one. I think the Phoenix Suns, this win just proves in-season tournament, baby. We're continuing to go. Group play is almost over. I think everyone's the facade of it has worn off a little bit, but that's it. I don't know. But guys, yeah, let's go over some housekeeping about the NBA, but I am spent. I got a lot of things I got to do, personal things, so we might be wrapping up soon. Let's go to Real GM. Mark Lore and... Wow. Okay. This is weird. But okay, so Carlisle Group, the Mark Lore and Alex Rodriguez is working on a deal with the Carlisle Group to bring the U.S.-based private equity firm as a minority investor at a $2.3 billion. So they're basically, okay, so the Carlisle Group is buying a minority stake, smaller stake than Mark Lore and Alex Rodriguez. This one's interesting. I don't even know how we're supposed to respond right here, but okay, I'm definitely curious. Mark Lore and Alex Rodriguez. This one's a little strange. I didn't expect this. Okay, so basically what this is saying, I guess this is going to be a video I want to do because it is kind of strange. I love keeping up with this stuff. And here we go. So Mark Lore and Alex Rodriguez are getting investors in their basketball team. So they bought the basketball team for $1.5 billion, majority, they're going to have 95 or 90% stake. They are now going to sell. They bought the franchise for $1.5 billion 5 years ago, or in 2021, my apology. Now they just sold a minority stake, which I believe is probably going to be 10% for $2.3 billion to the Carlisle Group. Now, Mark Lore and Alex Rodriguez are working on a deal with the Carlisle Group to bring the U.S.-based private equity firm or company in as a minority investor in the Minnesota Timberwolves. Lore and Rodriguez agreed to buy the Wolves in 2021 via a tranched out purchase at a $1.5 billion valuation. If you guys didn't know, there was a rumor that Glenn Taylor wanted them to default on payment so then he could resell the team for $6 billion. This included initial 20% stake, which they paid. Now they paid their second payment, which is 40. They have another option that's due by March for another 20%, and then they got to go up. I think it goes up to 80 or 90. The remaining 20% will continue to be held by Glenn Taylor, but Rodriguez and Lore have the option to buy those pieces as well. So that's an interesting turn of events, and I don't know. I think when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, you know, ownership has been playing a bigger and bigger part into like good or bad teams. And I think it's definitely, this is an example of, you know, the ownerships coming together. And I actually think they're struggling to get the money, and this is why they're doing it. But I was trying to find a good way to spend this, but no, I think they're struggling to find the money, and now that they're pivoting and trying to find a way to replace said money. But besides that, I think they're going to be fine, and like they're billionaires, so billionaires figure out a way to find money. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it from us today. I got to go do stuff. I thought that was a funny little quick little video to make, but besides that, yeah, I gotta head out and figure out what, like, my fam's coming in today, so I got a bunch of stuff. I gotta go run errands and all that, so I do apologize for kind of like jetting out of here, but and someone got the Orlando Magic tattooed on them, they said on my YouTube channel, but that's gonna be it, guys.